Good day, everyone. I am Felicito C. Gonzalez Jr., teaching at Tugiwala Elementary School. I will present the topic based on Chapter 2 of Curriculum Planning and Development, the Curriculum Mapping. This report will focus on how the curriculum mapping is important and the benefits in teaching. So our agenda for this day, we're going to define what is curriculum mapping, the definition, the purpose, why use of curriculum mapping, example of curriculum maps, the strengths and weaknesses, the focus, and the seven pieces of curriculum mapping. So let's now define first what is curriculum mapping. It is an ongoing process. It is a process or procedure that follows curriculum designing. It is done before curriculum implementation or the operationalization of the written curriculum. This approach is an ongoing process of work in progress. It is not one-time initiative but continuing action, which involves the teacher and other stakeholders who have common concerns. Curriculum mapping can be done by teachers alone, a group of teachers in teaching the same subject, the department, the whole school or district, or the whole educational system. So we have here another meaning of curriculum mapping. It is a description of what we're going in the classroom in real time. So meaning the real situation happened inside the classroom. So this is the real scenario. So I have here it also a less detailed lesson plan but more detailed than a course unit description. So I have here an example of detailed lesson plan and the course unit. So let's see the difference. This one is the detailed lesson plan and this one is the course unit. Lesson plan consists of different activities, everyday learning activities, while course unit only indicate the brief summary of the significant learning experiences of the course. On the other hand, the curriculum mapping is like semi-detailed or specific that consists of content, skills, activities, and assessment according to the needs of the learners. And another one, it is also a documentation and discussion of what we teach. It's also a mapping. Mapping is a procedure for reviewing the operational curriculum as it is entered into an electronic database at any education setting. Schools are using curriculum templates that display key components of the curriculum, the content, skills, assessment, and activities. So when the curriculum was implemented, there is mapping done by our educators. If the operational curriculum suited to the needs of our students, if not, then they make remedies on it to improve the curriculum and revise it in the simplest one. And next one is it is the collaborative process that helps us understand teaching and learning throughout the elementary, middle, and high school. It is a collaborative process because when there is a collaboration, it improves the way of teaching and problem solve that leads to more innovation, efficient process, increased teaching and problem solve. It increased success and improved communication through listening to and learning from team members in the field of teaching. You can help each other reach the goals needed to be accomplished. And curriculum mapping aims to ensure that teaching is purposely structured and logically sequenced across grade levels so that students are building on what they have previously learned and learning the knowledge and skills that will progressively prepare them for more challenging, higher level work. Meaning, The teacher molds the level of thinking of the student in this grade level to prepare them for the next chapter of their studying, so that there is the connection between the student learning from previous year to the present. So it's like transition. There is continuous learning. And the next one, the purpose of curriculum mapping. Curriculum mapping is a way to create a more effective curriculum by engaging all teachers and staff and a collaborative effort. Yes, true. By engaging all and collaboration had the positive impact and everybody contribute their experiences and expertise that makes the curriculum success. So curriculum mapping is beneficial. Why? Because when teachers are using curriculum map, all teachers are teaching the same concept at the same time. The teacher is benefited in that they knows where their fellow teachers are and can stay on the same page with them in teaching. It means we teach us one concept, the skills and so on. We're guided of what we teach to children. In short, no teachers left behind because of the curriculum mapping. We are guided in our field of what we need to teach in the classroom. So I included here the 6 benefits. In addition to the curriculum mapping, I will present the 6 benefits that focus on the implementation of the curriculum in the school. First, there is a question here. What is your school's mission? Successful schools stay focused on their mission, but sometimes we're distracted, we are disoriented, we're confused, and sometimes we have unclear directions or unsure. But let us brainstorm this. What are some of the things you think might distract your school from staying mission focused? So we might look on this kind of problems that might affect the implementation of the curriculum that instead we are teaching. We need to address the urgencies of the school. Another one, we are not prepared for our lesson, and sometimes we encounter issues regarding on students' behaviors. Those things might distract us to focus on a mission. And the next one is curriculum mapping can help schools clearly articulate goals and expectations. The goal and expectation is identified. We have clearly instruction to what we need to do in order to meet the goal. When mapping curriculum, we identify the outcomes through aligning the activities that suited to the learner's capability. Next, student expectations are clarified. Dapat we give them a clearly instruction of what we for the next day discussion so that students know what they need to prepare and they can actively participate. And instructional strategies and resources are shared. When doing the curriculum mapping, the resources must identified as well as instructional strategies. And the mystery disappear. Why? Because there is sharing of ideas, no one left behind, because we collaborate each other. So we know what to do. Curriculum mapping creates a common understanding about what a school expects students to know and be able to do. So let's now make a connection. How do you think curriculum mapping can benefit teacher in regard to unit planning and student assessment? I think it provides commonality regarding important content and skills. So help teachers design tasks that are compatible to the learning objectives and give teachers a place to attach helpful resources. And the third one, school curriculum mapping can help schools improve alignment. Why should school align their curriculum to external standards and benchmarks? It is to take advantage of objective expertise. Educational experts have already determined what should be accomplished by students in each subject area. Next is to ensure appropriate scope or sequence. Alignment helps identify gaps in areas of repetition in a school's learning expectations. And the fourth one is curriculum mapping can help schools improve by encouraging conversation among the faculty. So curriculum mapping is a vital tool for school improvement. And we identify answers to important questions about teaching and learning. So we're going to have a professional conversations. Through this, we can focus on the best practices, engaging resources, quality assessment, and student learning. And also through collaborative conversations that include problem solving, asking good questions, improving the status quo, and sharing new ideas will lead us to a better future that learning is efficient and effective. The fourth one is curriculum mapping can help school improve by positively impacting communication. So we need a transparency. Transparency is very important because through transparency, communication enhanced through the internal transparency of curriculum maps. Teachers become aware of what is happening in classroom other than their own. So transparency is needed as one of the communication. As a result, teachers are knowledgeable about what content is taught by teacher at every grade level. And all teachers in a school have access to the same curricular information. And also transparency is a communication that improve as a result of external transparency. So very important that transparency in a school can lead to the best result that we can, because if we transparent between parents, community members in our school can have access to the curriculum of the school, that they can access the content of the curriculum, it will be a successful curriculum. And also we can address the needs of the learners according to their individual differences. And the sixth one, curriculum mapping can help schools capture their assets and help teachers leave their legacy. Curriculum maps articulate the best thinking and practices of the school. For example, information assets such as know how, know what, and know who. So through this, teacher leave a legacy for others. And who are these? The work of master teacher can be passed on to teacher not yet hired. And also, curriculum mapping promotes consistency. Teachers will find using a curriculum map contributes to their teaching consistency. They no longer wonder what the children in the previous grade have learned. The teacher can better collaborate with fellow teachers and another grade, knowing what they will be covering in a specific subject. And let's now proceed to the another purpose of curriculum mapping. Aligning instruction to the written standards. And next one, developing integrated curriculum units. In developing integrated curriculum units, it allows students in meaningful activities that can be connected to real life. What they have learned, they can apply it into real life. X is the providing a baseline for the curriculum review and renewal process. The baseline of the curriculum that needed to review and renewal process, which is the academic gaps, redundancies, and misalignment, must be addressed for the best outcomes. And the next one, identifying staff development needs. We need to address in that way also the needs of the staff for the best and most improved curriculum that we need. And the next one is most important, providing communication among teachers. Yes, it is a very important that communication lead to the best. Through collaboration, we can share the ideas and so on. And now we are going to why we need to use curriculum mapping. Because it benefits our students through aligning the activities to their needs. Next, mapping is a communication tool. And next, mapping is a planning tool. It keeps us focused and it targets essential information. And also promotes professionalism and teaching creativeness. So I have here an example of curriculum map. So the content, the skills, it is the strengths in the way of it is the main source of systematic and comprehensive learning. And another one, the content is given. We have curriculum guide to follow and the skills we are expecting to the learners is also given. So we're just to modify according to the needs of the learners. And activities and assessments is the weaknesses part, I think, because there is an instances that unavailability of materials. That's one of our problem. Laziness of teachers to prepare the materials. Lack of skills and strategies. And assessment. You will always ask how will you assess the students. If we apply it now into real life situation, how we will give the assessment if the student can comprehend and can't read. I know some of us experience this. We teachers struggle on this, on how we assess this kind of learners. So not always the result is accurate to what we are expected. And let's now move to the key components of curriculum map. We have the content. It is the essential concept and topics covered during a month. It is written beginning with a noun. Example of content: cultural diversity, water cycle, local government system, fire safety. Skills are the key abilities and process students will develop related to a specific content. Skills are written beginning with a verb. So example of skills are reading a map, writing a play, writing persuasive essays, matching words and pictures. Those examples are beginning in action word that develop learner skills in different area. The next one is the activities. The key activities that lead to acquisition of knowledge and skills. It also describes the how of the knowledge and skills. Example of activities: writing persuasive letters to local officials, analyze water sample from local rivers, critique a work of art. This means that the learner going to think and apply the skill he or she learned. And the last one is the assessment. This is the products or performances that demonstrate student learning. This is also what the student does, the actual product or performances, not the evaluation tool used to assess the product. In assessing students, you can give group presentation, research paper, essay exam, puppet show, debate. It is to apply the skills and knowledge of the student into of what they have learned. And let's now proceed to the curriculum mapping that focuses on 3 C's. What are these? First is communication. Communication is an internet-based mapping system that incorporates a systematic mindset. In short, easy to access by all levels in school, district, or higher level. You can leave suggestions, notes. It allows educators or administrators to participate in for decision making. Upload resources and materials and support for the ongoing mapping process. That is the communication. And let's now proceed to the curricular dialogue. Educators need to work collaboratively to make informed curriculum and instructional decisions. And the last one is the coherency. The curriculum educator asks educator to record, implement, reflect on, revise their curriculum and instruction. There is collaboratively evaluate the standards and learning expectation. These 3 C's can access by all educators or schools. During it is the process. Everyone can access in this because this is it's just like a research. Next, where do we begin? We have here 7 phases of curriculum mapping. This is the step review process. First, collecting the data. The first read through, mixed group review session, large group review, determine those points that can be revised immediately, determine those points that will require long-term research development, and the last one is the review cycle continues. According to Heidi Hayes Jacob, states that mapping is like a two-sided coin. One side is collecting the data. If you do not flip the coin and focus on the other side using the data, you miss the true value of mapping. Yes, true. You're not going just to collect the data, but instead, it needed review by the groups and determine the key points for revision, changes the content of curriculum that is not needed, identify the learning gaps, and implement. If it is not met the expectation, then repeat the review process because curriculum mapping is not static. It's ongoing. The focus on this review process is the improvement in student and teachers' learning that makes both the work and time worthwhile. Okay, before I end this video presentation, according to John Spencer, a curriculum map is exactly that, a map. And maps should inspire possibilities rather than limit options. A map should inspire us the possibilities of learning to our students. Through collaboration among stakeholders, educators, teachers can make an innovation to the curriculum. The map seek the most effective resources and strategies in teaching and learning. Even it is a simplest way that there is learning, then be it. We should rely on that if that is the way that we can give learning to the students. We don't need limit our option teaching because we have many options or ways to create a curriculum that make children be a competitive, efficient, and effective. And that option that no learners left behind. Okay? So that's the end of my video presentation about curriculum mapping. I hope you learned something about my topic. Have a good day, everyone. This is your reporter, Mr. Gonzalez, signing off. Thank you and God bless.